Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Chrysalids podcast, where imagination meets transformation. And it's all about you. I'm your host, Vivin Mathew Easo. And today, we turn the spotlight on someone whose voice is instantly recognizable and impossible to forget. From the soaring elegance of opera to the intimacy of radio, from commanding the stage in theatre to shaping characters on screen, she's done it all. You've heard her in films, OTT series, commercials, and beyond. She's also a TEDx speaker, anchor, and mentor. She doesn't just use her voice, she empowers others to find theirs. Please welcome the exceptional Salone Mehta. Welcome to the show, Salone Mehta.
Thanks, Vivin. Very kind words. I almost felt you were talking about someone else.
No, I'm talking about you. And I'd like you, Salone, to take us through how it all began. What was the start of your creative journey?
So I think it started really early. I was 5 and I discovered that I want to act and I want to sing, and I was quite clear about it. And also discovered the joys of an audience. Because there I was, I'm a knock-kneed hen, singing and being very happy about it, playing the guitar and singing for audiences. Like I would sing very sad songs sometimes for like a 5-year-old, like, oh, don't deceive me, oh, never leave me. How could you treat such a poor maiden so? Sometimes I would sing very scandalous songs. Hey, whoa, it's me, shame and scandal in the family. Hey, whoa, it's me, shame and scandal in the family. In Trinidad there was a family with much confusion, as you will see. There was a mama and a papa, a boy who was grown, wanted to marry, have a wife of his own. He went to his papa to name the day. His papa shook his head and to him he did say, you can't marry the girl, I have to say no. The girl is your sister, but your mama don't know. Hey, whoa. So,
lovely.
Like that, I would sing, and also my mother was a very strong influence. So probably neonatally, also she would play music, Handel's Messiah and Beethoven's 6th and 5th, more than other pieces, and she would sing a lot, and she would sing old traditionals. So one encountered a lot of that, a lot of storytelling, a lot of poetry like the Highwomen, Annabelle, and all of that. Basically we were soaking it in. But I was the black sheep of the family and enjoyed that because both my brother and sister were very good at studies and academics, and they did very well, and I was always like, she has to study. And I was like, what's the point? I'm going to sing and act. So this was in
clear.
Yeah, and it was.
And when was this? What age was this that you were so clear?
I remember 5 as an age.
Wow.
And so when they would make me sit down with the timetable and all that, we need to make a timetable for your studies, I would sit down and I would look. When no one was there, I would run out of the back door. We lived in Jamshedpur, so there were always like vast gardens, and you could do anything over there. Also, it had limited resources. So I had one piano teacher, and when that piano teacher, very pretty, when she eloped with her mama, that was the end of the piano lessons. Then you had to go to Calcutta to learn piano. So yeah, I think it starts very early, and the content that you're fed on has an impact on you, which is why today it's almost scary that children have a diet of content which is like of their own choice. They all have devices, and they're definitely not looking at the classics
Unfortunately.
or reading them.
Unfortunately.
So that's the influence in their life.
So you had an amazing start, so to say. What happened next?
So I don't know whether it was amazing, because Jamshedpur has nurtured a lot of talent, because the Tatas support the arts, and a lot of people in the industry in Bombay also are from Jamshedpur, but it has its challenges, and the challenge is that you have to leave it. So we all go forth into the world. We go to Delhi, Bombay, New York, and that's what I did. I went for further studies to Delhi University. I was cultural Culsec of the college, which meant organizing a lot of cultural events.
Which college was this?
This was Miranda House.
Ah.
I was at Lady Shriram, but I ran away from there.
Okay.
So like organizing cultural events, also performing. And in college, I decided that I didn't want to take money from my parents. So I used to go to Yuvani, where you used to get a check of, I think, 350 rupees for playing your guitar and singing for half an hour. And it would be on a spool. That, and of course, going to festivals.
Which you never get a copy of.
Yeah, but somehow I have the copies. What am I going to do with those spools? I don't know. But also going to festivals. So IIT Pilani or IIT KGP. And I remember IIT had the biggest prize money. So that's why I'm naming that. There was Stephens and there was a lot of other colleges, but IITs had big prize money. So you had to get the first because you had to cover your month's expenses. And after that, my parents said, you still need to study. I was a graduate. No, you still need to study.
So this is BA Honours from...
Yeah, from Miranda. But by the way, I really thank them for that, because then I did a post-graduation in media in Bombay and carried on doing theatre, carried on doing music and studying the media. So that makes me this crazy maverick, because I have media, music and theatre. And it's...
lucky you!
I don't know about lucky or not, but... and then after that, after Bombay, I went to New York, where I studied opera, where, you know, you just discover a whole new part of your voice.
Can you just give us one riff of that? Anything.
So you can see, like, I'm...
Yes,
like
you're getting ready.
Is getting ready. It's collapsed, but I'll try.
Yes, please.
L'ho perduta, mi meschina, a chissà dove sarà, a chissà dove sarà. Non la trovo, meschinella, l'ho perduta, a chissà dove sarà.
Wonderful. Can you give us some reference to context as to what the scene was?
Yeah, this is Barbarina. It's Italian. Yeah. It's an aria. Though I specialized in the German art song.
Okay.
And I had a lovely teacher. I mean, sometimes you have these mentors who, Joyce McLean, she's no more. So also these people in your life make a big difference. Like my cinema
totally
teacher,
agree.
Jaru Mullah, and mentors that you find even in the theatres.
So Jaru Mullah was in Sophia's,
yes,
right?
that's where I did my my media.
Wonderful.
You know her.
Wonderful.
Vivin?
Wonderful. Yeah, I've obviously. So interesting. So why did you come back? It's an obvious question. You seem to be enjoying yourself there. So why did you come back?
Yeah, New York was brilliant. And I was also working at a newspaper. So that's where the media comes in. So I was working at a newspaper called the Earth Times, where we were reporting on the UN. So in fact, I went to the
environment. Okay.
And they send you to Africa, where you would cover whether the UNDP was doing their job or not. So I spent a good 2 weeks in
So you
Nairobi.
were part of the Earth Polices.
Yeah, Earth Police. And also spent a month in China at a time when China was not welcoming any outsiders. So it was, we had a spy as well. We had a bus full of reporters and all that, and there was a spy who was there with us, who was seeing that we are behaving ourselves. Okay. So a month in China.
Did you pick up anything in Mandarin?
As in, you mean how to speak? I know that the rice is low Y, I think.
Low Y?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, it's a while, so I've forgotten. But we did have to, because when you sit there for breakfast...
What about chopsticks?
No.
No, you didn't pick it up. Okay,
no.
fine.
But we did pick up some words, because otherwise you won't get food on the table. Right. So if you just wanted to say coffee or toast, so we've made notes like what it is in Chinese and then said it. So yeah, I was kind of earning a little. So also I was an Avon girl, because I really needed money. And I think that taught me a lot of humility, because you ring someone's doorbell and they slam the door in your face, and sometimes they might call you in and you sell a few things. But I think all these hard experiences teach you something. And to answer your question, why did I come back? Oh, romantic, a total romantic to the core, of course. So I had my childhood sweetheart. And I had given him vaida, I had given him a promise that yes, I will come back.
बड़े जुआन के पक्के हो.
So I came back for that. And once I was back, I was like, okay, I'm trained and my vocal cavity is in shape and I can sing. And they were like, what kind of stuff do you sing? And I said, the Schubert song cycle leader. And they were like, oh, you have a voice. Oh, radio is for you. So I just walked into Times and they were like, join tomorrow. So I said, you know what?
Join tomorrow?
So I said, you know, I've got this musical. I was doing Hosi Vasunia's My Fair Lady. So I said that, can you give me 3 months? So they said, fine. May 8th. Join on May 8th. And that was the day I joined.
Who is this wonderful person that, you know, kind of made this offer to you?
Fauzia Madni.
Okay. Thank you, Fauzia.
I have that connect with her.
Yeah.
She's at the NCPA, actually. She now works with the NCPA. And then began that 1 decade that I spent with the Times of India, which was lovely because every single year I said, I want a sabbatical for a month to do music. And every year they gave me that sabbatical.
Those were the days.
Yeah, and radio is like playing with music all over again. So you're listening to music, you're sourcing it. Only now they have RCS where everything works on a computer. But you're talking about musicians, you're researching them, then you're hosting shows where these musicians have come in. Like a Richard Clayderman, I actually got to meet him, or a Lou Bega, you know, strange. Also, Bonnie M came in and we did a show with them. So yeah, it was an exciting time.
I wanted to ask you about your whole journey as a playwright, right? Because you've written, and based on your entire life experiences, you've written from the heart.
Yeah, from the heart. And I think that source material of our own lives is the richest. Because when I walk on a street, I feel every human being is a story.
Yes.
And if you delve into that with honesty, there's a beautiful story.
And there's a connect because, you know, at the end of the day, we all go through, may not be the same story.
Yeah.
But we go through our stories. And if they're real, they're honest, like yours are, it's connected.
Well, the first play was definitely, you know, sort of autobiographical. And it was about 2 artists who get together and they have to give their art up to bring food on the table. So
that's a common story also.
Yeah, that's essentially what we did do. And I think this theme is really now my motto, like, I've got plenty of nothing and nothing's plenty for me. Because I'm fine going through hardship. I don't want to do what I don't want to do just because I have to get the food on the table. Okay. But we spent many years struggling and to get a roof on our head and to, you know, put food on the table and family building and all of that. And so the play was really about what happens to artists when they have to do that. And definitely sent audiences howling. It was a tragedy. The next play was a tragedy. So I think it's all those Thomas Hardy's I was reading when I was 11.
Did you read Far From the Madding Crowd?
Yes.
Ever? You did.
Yes, Tess of the D'Urbervilles, Jude the Obscure, The Mayor of Casterbridge. So these were my Bibles. So I don't know whether, you know, it's reading those books that made me see everything through a dark lens, or whether life was dark. I don't know which of the two happened, but for sure.
No, but I mean, you're right. I mean, what you go through does impact your art and craft. I think that's very true because you're drawing off those experiences most of the time, right? Because now why I'm saying that, because you've also done cinema and films. So, did you draw from these experiences?
Yeah, always. In fact, I'm really enjoying cinema now. Initially, I was, no, theatre's my baby. I'm just going to do theatre. But more and more, I just love working on camera, just playing really small and subtle. And I worked with the most wonderful people. Just wrapped a film with Kaizad Gustad. Whoa. Lala and Poppy, it's called. And he was just amazing. What is it called? Lala and Poppy.
Everybody, please look out for Lala and Poppy.
So it's gone to Cannes. And it's going to do the whole festival circuit and then possibly have a release in India. I don't know. It's a bit edgy. So I don't know if it will release.
We are with a star.
But Kaizad was just amazing because he would just say, I'm just letting you all loose on set. Now you just do what you want. And we would improvise and it was just fun. And it was very robust on set. Of course, the first film I did was Deham with Govind Nilhani, and that was a lot of learning for me.
Wow. So where was this shot?
This was shot in Bombay.
Bombay itself.
Yeah, and then I did something with Anurag Kashyap. That again was amazing. But I have to say, Zoya Akhtar and Gauri Shinde.
Gauri Shinde.
Yeah, working with them was also just lovely.
You know, people will give an arm and a leg.
I would give an arm and a leg. So I think I'm very lucky. There was so much laughter on set, and it was just fun all the way. So, yeah, cinema is for me great.
If you were to say something, some message that you want to leave with the young ones and the youth, what would it be?
I think that the performing arts are just a magical space, and you should give yourself that in life at least for 2 years, and then you can shut the door on it if it doesn't work for you. And you don't have to take the performing arts as a profession. So if you're studying theatre, it's not that you want to be an actor. You don't need to be, because theatre or music teaches you a whole bunch of life skills. So suppose I have to study a character who's troubled in a play. I actually have to get into the skin of that person, and so that empathy that builds up and understanding. So I think it's a whole life skill toolbox that you then take. And even when we train young people, we don't train them just to perform. It's to, for example, judge someone. It's to read non-verbal cues. It's to understand and not judge. So I think that theatre makes you a more empathetic person, a more sympathetic person, and
a better human being.
Yeah, it's not to say that all the people in the arts are sweet. I mean, I've worked with some. I mean, people can really make you feel small. And for me, my fear is mediocrity. So boredom. Never. No boredom in life, but that fear of mediocrity, and people can crush you sometimes just to feel more secure themselves.
So they're basically insecure, and they're trying to make you feel small.
Yeah, so when we say that theatre makes us a better human being, it's not that theatre only has these better human beings floating around. It has a mix like the media had as well. They're lovely people. And in fact, Vivin, every time I've done a play, I've made a new family. And that family stays for life. Like we just did The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night Time with Atul Kumar. That's a family.
Atul Kumar will be fabulous to work with.
Fabulous to just to watch him process is amazing. So you work as an artist where you're performing, and you work also as a fly on the wall, sometimes just watching the magic happen. Or working with, say, Rehan Engineer. Again, an amazing mind. He's got music in him. He knows how to play. He can sing. And he's a great mind for what it looks like as well, in terms of just the set and the actors. So that's the other family, Don Juan. So you keep making these families and these ties, and sometimes you...
It's a fascinating life. Come on.
No, of course it is. I think I'm a very lucky person to be able to be part of the industry and part of the theatre fraternity, for sure. So advice to the young, go for it. Just like you have enlistment into the army, give yourself that rigor. It's rigor. There's no glory in it. I mean, we sweep the floors, carry the chai, and that's what I do in my theatre company also. You do all these little things. You write the script, you produce it, you suffer your losses and swallow the pain. You do something else that brings in the money. People then say, oh, so you're doing your hobby. And I say, hobby? Because if you view the performing arts as a river, its tributaries bring in the money. Because once you have the performing arts, you can go, say, do corporate training.
You can do anything.
You can do anything. And all those anythings bring the jam.
Understood. Put everything on the table,
Yeah, and ultimately that's what it is. I mean, your soul has to be your own. Because sometimes a company will employ you and they'll give you everything, and you have comfort and luxury. And then you find that the sofa is like a paralysis. If you're just too comfortable, how can you create?
Thank you so much, Salone. And this is a request from me specifically. Could you leave us with some singing or playing
Something
and sing
musical.
something musical?
When in doubt, cold water.
Okay.
So, taking my E note. Wildcat Kelly, always on the run, was seated by his sweetheart's side. And when his sweetheart said, "Come on, let's settle down," Wildcat raised his head and cried, "Oh, give me land, lots of land, under starry skies above. Don't fence me in. Let me be by myself in the evening breeze. Don't fence me in." I can play something with you if you want.
You know, I was just wondering, anything in Hindi?
We can do Hindi, but I'll play with you first. If you're game.
No, I want to hear you sing.
You don't want to
Honestly.
play? Let's say you hear me sing.
Okay.
You try. And with Ravi. There once was a farmer who took a young miss to the back of the barn where he gave her a lecture on horses and chickens and eggs, and told her that she had such beautiful manners for a girl of her charms, a girl who he wanted to take in his washing and wiping, and then if they did, they would get married and have lots of sweet violets, sweeter than the roses. You guys didn't play.
We were just mesmerized in watching you. But something in Hindi.
Hindi. Oh, that's where my mum comes in, I guess. Because my mum was always my musical inspiration.
Okay.
So Carmen was like in her veins, and I grew up on Bize. And she also used to sing with her tanpura. And she'd put my brother to sleep every day by singing. Yeah. So she would sing, "Mandarani bole na, o jurani dole na. Mandarani bole na, o jurani dole na." And by then my brother would be asleep.
Fast asleep.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't want the audience to go to sleep, please. Yeah.
Yeah, so, and I heard all the rags and her favorite rag Bhairavi, and I knew the Komal this and the Tivra that. So I also grew up with that influence a lot. And my first jingle was a Hindi one. It was a condom ad. It was Pal ke saath pura Vishwas. And you have to sing in Hindi. If you sing or if you act, you have to do your lines in Hindi, Gujarati sometimes. So that's something that the more you do Hindi, the better even. And basically, it's the soul of the people. If there's a party, they're going to ask for an R.D. Burman. So you can't sing your Phantom of the Opera and that might have two people clapping. But the soul of the party is when you're doing a Nazia Hussain.
Or a regional language. I mean, let's be honest. If you go to Bengaluru, or if you go to Kerala, or if you go Andhra, even the regional, songs, they're very, very popular. English may fly, may not fly.
May not fly. Like even if you do a simple Bombay se aaya mera dost ko salam karo. People are like, wow, because they want that.
Correct.
So you have to mix and match.
Thank you so much, Salone, for sharing your journey, your talent, and your voice with us. To all of you watching and listening, if Salone's story lit a spark in you, now's the time to act. Write to us at connect@chrysalids.in and we'll help you take your first step into the world of creative expression. The next episode comes in 2 weeks, right here with another inspiring artist from our famous five. And if you don't want to miss it, if you really don't want to miss it, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon, and you'll always stay in the loop. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, and start your creative arts journey today.